The sheer fucking panic that I just went through then, Kenneth. Hello, you alright? No, you're good. You're good. Oh god, I'm creasing. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. I was like, wait, today? Today's Friday, but I uploaded on a Saturday. What? 2 trailers for you to watch. What trailers? Hi Slasher, by the way. I've seen your YouTube chat come through. Gracie, Lynn, Designer, Ormus. Oh my god, so many names. So many names. And Kenneth. Hope you're all doing well. It's good to see you. Put her back in the basement. How rude. I 100% misread it. Oh my god, the way... Because genuinely, the other day, I had to queue it up. And then... it didn't let me add timestamps while it was scheduled, so I had to, well, it let me, but I couldn't like skip through the thing to actually find the timestamps. So I had to unlist it and then reschedule it again. And when it was rescheduling, I was like, it's definitely Saturday, right? Definitely Saturday. So when you were like, oh, it's in 4 minutes, I was like, did I get it wrong again? Because that happened to me the other week. I accidentally scheduled a video for 7 a.m. instead of 7 p.m. And Lovero messaged me and was like, did you mean to do that? I was like, no, I didn't. I just quickly unlisted it, like quietly pushed it aside and rescheduled it again for later in the day. Oopsie. Hey Dim, how you doing? I've seen you pop up on Steam a lot lately. How's the games been going? I keep thinking it's the 26th. A nice early upload. I'm sorry. I've basically just done the equivalent of making you think it's Friday and it's actually Thursday. But it is Friday, I promise. You can't watch one of them on stream. You're gonna have to just react. What is this? What is this? Heart attack is a good way to get your blood flowing. No, true. But then it stops. So probably not for the best. Check Discord. Okay, I can only get it on my phone currently, so Oh, I've seen it. I've already registered my interest for getting a key, hopefully. But yeah, no, I'm hoping and praying that I can get a Hellraiser key. That'd be sick. Yeah, we were talking about that the other day. It looks really good. Looks like a good time. I think it's been going good. Been working a lot on the movie reviews I'm doing too. Oh, sick! Nice. What movies have you been reviewing? You've been getting annoyed by the new UK internet nanny law stuff? Wait, do you mean Ollie was literally just telling me about it? Is this like the porn law stuff? Sorry, corn. Not allowed to say that on the internet, are you? Doesn't affect me. I've got a fiance. I have no need for that. And the second trailer is there now. I'll have a look. I have 2 questions. Go for it. Gladiator 2000. I posted it on your Discord. Oh, nice. We were actually meaning to. Wait, are they remaking it? Are they remaking Five Nights at Freddy's? Ooh. What is this? Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Oh wait, it's the film. Why are they making a second film? Sorry, not to disappoint. I really don't like Five Nights at Freddy's. Sorry. Yeah, no. Second FNAF film, apparently. 'Cause money, obviously. Yeah, yep. Have you heard the Silent Hill song? And the Silent Hill song? What do you mean? Hi Sonicus, welcome on in. How's it going? And have you seen the Horse Girl game? Horse Girl game. I feel like these are two very generic things. Like, I've heard Silent Hill music. Yes, I'm listening to it right now. The Tism is about to hit ultra levels for FNAF 2. Oh, are you, like, big on FNAF? I actually didn't know that about you. The opening theme for the first one, or is it something else? If you mean, like, the trailer... Or not trailer, is it? It's a teaser for the development of one remake, and it literally just goes and like does the sound. Then yes, I've heard. I've just sent Rose a cursed game. Cursed game. I thought, isn't there something going on with Steam at the minute where they like? Ollie was literally just telling me again, saying that they're removing some questionable Steam games. I don't know, nothing. Hi Zanash, how you doing? What games are they removing? I don't know. Looking forward to the remake of Silent Hill 1. Honestly, me too. I can't wait. Although we were just so we had a barbecue at work today. And one of the topics of conversation that came up was, because obviously I'm wearing Silent Hill shirt, and weirdly enough, like the director of operations came up to me and he went, "Is that a Silent Hill shirt?" I was like, "What do you know?" And he said, "Oh yeah, my daughter." He went, "That game's just cost me £800." And I was like, "Why?" And he went, "Oh, because I needed to get a new gaming PC for my daughter because she's a gamer and she streams, and she was trying to play Silent Hill 2 on her old setup, and it wouldn't load a particular hallway, so she couldn't play it." I was like, "Your daughter's sick already. What a gal." So yeah, he said that he's just spent 800 quid on a new setup for his daughter so that she can play Silent Hill 2. I was like, my man. That's a good dad right there. Apparently due to financing backers' backlash, they had to remove more explicit games, supposedly. As in, like, investors? So Steam's investors have been like, "Oh, we don't want to touch this." Or a singer like released a new song based on Silent Hill, and it's an anime horse girl racing game. It's actually peak. I've not heard of either of those things. Hi, Sonicus. Did you not hear me say hi before? Hello. How you doing? Payment processors are being pressured by a group to remove lewd games, which is like, don't care what type of games, but the fact that the payment processors have the ability to do that is concerning. Oh, you mean like the debit card process? Oh wow, okay, that's what I can understand it for like the banned games, you know, the games that nobody should be playing, like the ones that have been removed from Steam. But I mean, if you're just gonna talk about games like Honey Pop or whatever, that's kind of like a meme. We all know some of them. What ones have been removed? Hold up, I feel like I need to look this up now because I know nothing about it. Hang on, Steam games removed. What's all delisted Steam games? Wait. Sonicus! Oh, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it.
Thanks for the follow.
Thank you so much, friend. It's a conservative movement, but there's a counter-protest to stop them from doing that. I'm not sure what games have been removed. FNAF World got delisted? I don't even know what that is. I mean, there's like 700 different variants of Five Nights at Freddy's games now, so I don't know. I can't keep up. There's like sister location, brother location, help wanted, and yeah. I don't know. Help wanted and help needed. FNAF World is an official FNAF RPG. Well, they did have like, didn't they have in one of the games a bit where it's almost like an RPG Maker game? In like a sort of back and forth dream sequence bit, like a time hop. I don't know what I'm talking about. I played a couple of the games once. Didn't enjoy them. It's kind of dumb if you have bought any of them and then they remove it. Usually when that happens, you can still keep them, from what I know. Like if you've already paid for it and the payment's gone through and everything, I believe some delisted games are still available to be in your library. I could be wrong on that, but I think I've gotten games before and they've been like removed from Steam retroactively, but I've still got them. And then same with games like, I think Devotion, because Devotion got pulled, didn't it? Some people still have Devotion in the Steam library. That's that much I do know. But I don't know if like, I don't know if it's a case of if you have it downloaded, then obviously they can't uninstall it from your PC. I don't know. List of games on Steam with a risk of eventual removal from the store. Hold up, that's a whole page. Games at risk of removal. Hang on, I've got some of these in my library. What do you mean? List of games on Steam with a risk of eventual removal from the store. Use the wishlist link or the specials tab to quickly see current discounts on them. And they've got Saints Row 2, Paranormal Activity: The Lost Soul, The Exorcist. I didn't realize that this was like a whole thing. What? Oh, that's an unfortunate name. That one obviously looks like it would be one. Chrono Shift will be removed. Oh my god, yeah, it actually says. Free game will be removed from Steam store, will be removed from Steam soon, will be removed on the 31st of July. Okay. I did not realize that there is an entire list of just games that are being removed. Okay. Purple Place, apparently. Game of Thrones, what? They're removing Reigns Game of Thrones? Why? Why are they removing all the Game of Thrones games? What? Oh, Sharknado VR. I'm devastated. Wait, they're removing Blair Witch? Why? Why are they removing Blair Witch? That's a blooper game. Alien Isolation? Surely not. Surely not. No, Colonial Marines? Well, I refuse to believe this. This is a marketing ploy. This has got to be a marketing ploy to get you to spend more. Because what the hell? What do you mean? Nah. But then it said they're being removed. I don't know. There's been over 1,000 delisted Steam titles on the site. Wow. Damn. List of games no longer available on Steam. 32.22%? Huh? This is most likely licensing issues. But even so, like, Alien Isolation? You think they would fight tooth and nail to keep that on? They're being removed because the license is expiring. No! No! Oh my god, I need to get all the Alien games now. I need to get them all. In fact, you know what? Guys, the other day... For anybody that's not in my Discord server, the official Alien Isolation Twitter page followed me the other day. I might go and be like, go and grovel and be like, please can you send me some keys when you're in the games? I promise I'll pay you back later. I'll pay you back when Monk gives me the allowance. Yeah, like official Alien Isolation follows me. Because I looked at it as well, I was like, the fuck? They're only following 121 people and I'm one of them. What do you mean? The South Park games are getting delisted. Wait, what? What? I'm so glad I got them both then. Of course they are. I think they're going to get a lot of shit for this. There's a third South Park. Wait, really? I did not know that. I only knew about Fractured Butthole and The Stick of Truth. What's the third one? Oh, do you mean Snow Day? Are you talking about Snow Day? Because that... No, that just reminds me of the one from the PS1, which was really, really bad. I don't want that one. I'm okay with that one leaving. But don't take the thing. Read my message earlier? Oh, let me have a look. The movement is under the guise of protecting people from truly ban-worthy games, but like every movement of this type, it's a smokescreen to delist other games that the movement don't like, i.e. progressive rights. Wait, really? What? This just sounds ridiculous. Steam games being removed. Yeah, I'm gonna look into this again because I just got quite sidetracked there. But what? Adult games are forcing the game industry into a spiritual crisis. Valve confirms credit card companies pressured it to delist certain adult games from Steam. Which ones? I want a list of what they've actually removed, because then I'm like, you know, how far does this go? Like, if it's the Sakura games, then okay, because that's mature content. Have you played it in Sound Mind yet? I've not, no. I've got it on the Switch, so I've not got around to it. It's one that I want to play on Steam. Sorry, on stream. But yeah, I actually funny story about In Sound Mind. So I saw it in Japan. We were in a big camera, and I was like, this was pretty cool. Like a little survival horror game for the Switch that I've not heard of. Sounds sick. So I was like, okay, how much is this compared to the regular price? Because Big Camera can like put the prices up sometimes. So I looked on the Nintendo store, and I think in Big Camera, it would have been like £8 or something like that. And then as I looked on the Nintendo store, it said currently on offer for £1. I was like, okay, I'm getting that then. I might make it my 4th of 6 horror games that I bought. Go for it. I gotta do Dolmare and In Sound Mind. Oh, Dolmare's good. Dolmare's good though, and it's a quick one. If you want to get through one pretty quick, then I'd recommend Dolmare. This list isn't Steam's fault, it seems. Yeah, credit card companies, but that's MasterCard, Visa. Stay out of my business. Stay out. Lydia, did you see my earlier message about sending you the links? I didn't see the response because of the ad. Steam will die if it gets much worse, not gonna lie. I'm back from the ad. It's kind of funny to see small Lydia when ads are just moving. Sorry, I've missed quite a few messages here. I could send you the link for both if you'd like. Yes, please do. Please. Because I would like to see which ones are being affected, because that sounds kind of dumb. PayPal doesn't like you playing Honey Pop. Good thing I've already completed it then. I think not everything on the list is being removed. I think most of it is just if they don't renew the contract, as not every game in the list says it will be removed soon. A lot just say maybe. Yeah, I kind of get that impression. I mean, it says likely to be removed, doesn't it? So maybe it's just a case of the license is due for renewal. So if they don't renew it, then permission to post a link regarding it. Go for it. Go for it. Hey Wiggles, how you doing? Welcome on in. All right, here we go. Ooh, it's an MSN link. That means I don't have to pay for anything. Yay. Okay. Itch.io shadow bans adult content due to conservative pressure. Wait a minute. That's actually really good. That is really, really good for itch.io. Like, sorry, I know. Okay. In a way it's not, and in a way it is. Because there's been so many times that I've just been searching for new games through itch. And you just get bombarded with like the not safe for work ones, and it's like I don't want to see all this, because they'll have it in like the thumbnail and everything, like just a fully naked woman or like fully naked furry or whatever, and it's like you can hide it. See, that's the thing I have done, but they don't all mark it as explicit, because obviously like it's an independent like uploaded thing, isn't it? Like indie devs. So it's kind of on the dev to actually like mark it appropriately, but then probably some of them are like, oh, but you know, I don't want my stuff filtered out, so they don't tick it. So yeah, I've had quite a lot of that. I find the only way that I can actually filter that out is if I specify it by the genre that I'm looking for. So I narrow it down to like predominantly horror games, survival horror games, stuff like that, and then it gets rid of the smut. Let's have a look. So the anime. Oh, got you. Right, sorry, I thought you meant links about the games being removed. Got you. I'll take a look at those in a bit. That sucks. I know, but I mean, it's a double-edged sword, because Itch is a really, really good place for indie devs to upload their games and get a lot of exposure, because it's got such a good like filtration system, and there's a lot less. Yeah, I think overall there's more community over on Twitch than there is on Steam between the devs and what they put out there. And I find it easier to find new games all the time because they've got a bunch of different ways that you can filter it. You could go through like popular right now. You could go through filtering by a very specific genre. You can follow independent developers. I know you can do that on Steam too, but like they actively notify you of a lot of changes on itch, which is pretty cool. But there's a lot less rules over on there, so it allows developers to add more without jumping through as many hoops. And you know, there's more fan games and stuff over there. Like I know there's a bunch of Silent Hill fan games over there that I definitely want to check out, like Metamorphose and stuff like that. And they've got the play novel and stuff. Just is really cool. Anyway, but that does mean that there's so many smut games. There's just so many smut games over there. It's hard to balance because it's a bit of a Wild West. Well, I agree with you. It's just being used as a smokescreen. The article explains it. Let me have a look. Who gets to pick what you can buy? Seems like an easy question to answer. This non-governmental power thruple has struck before when Steam was forced to crack down on adult-rated games due to pressure from payment processors. Itch is the latest target of their campaign, and it's a hefty blow. Don't like that. Collective Shout, the Australian group in question, has been credited with the near-total shutdown of adult content on itch.io, a site once viewed as a haven for offbeat indie games that other platforms might not host. See that? Yeah, I totally see what you're saying. It's a smokescreen, because that actually doesn't make sense. Because on itch, there are so many free games. Like, the amount of games, it's actually overwhelming how many of them are completely free and just there to kind of get a developer's name out there. Like, the majority of the time, if you do see the smut games, you're not paying anything for them. Or it's like, you know, like, I think the most I've paid for a game on itch, not that I've paid for any smut games, I've not, but the most I've paid for a game on itch is probably like £5. I think the most I've ever seen a game at is like 15 or something like that, so it's not a huge amount of money. Hey Iconic, how's it going? We're talking about there's been a crackdown on payment processors. They want Steam and itch to remove a lot of games, so there's a lot of games being removed from the platforms, but it doesn't really make sense because they're saying, oh well, we're not going to process payments if people are buying adult content, which I don't believe for a second. Like, I don't believe for a second that those same payment processors are blocking their payments going through on other sites, if you know what I mean. I don't believe for a second that they're really cracking down on it, you know, especially if it's regular payments. Gonna buy a corn game and see if my bank denies it. Gets worse further down the article. Ooh. Steam and itch cave to pressure, but what next? Typically, content crackdowns at this scale only come from things like governmental regulations. Storefronts want to sell all the content they can, but must comply with any laws thrown their way. I mean, I don't get it. I don't get it. These actions were not taken as a result of laws. No democratically elected leaders pitched, drafted, or wrote legislation to cause these actions. This is the result of an advocacy group teaming up with the might of big corpo, sidestepping little things like laws entirely. It's not just adult content at risk. Someone wrote their own deep dive on the situation and described the impact on trans creators as follows. While only a few trans authors seem to have been outright banned, I am getting completely inundated with reports from authors whose work has been delisted. These include many of the most prominent trans authors on itch.io, frequently for works only tagged adult for heavy or potentially triggering themes. Collective Shout also targeted games like Detroit Become Human? What? 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 Because Elliot Page is in it? Like, what? And Grand Theft Auto in the past, and after recent events, they'll likely be emboldened to take more action in the future. Also, notably, is the removal of a journalist from Vice who reported on Collective Shout's activity. The removal was reportedly not because of a fact of the matter journalistic complaints, but instead because the company that owns Vice wanted all of this person's Collective Shout articles gone. Should payment processing corporations have the power to determine what people can and cannot buy? No! No, are you kidding me? Censorship through payment processors. What? No. Do you trust them? Evidently not. Or the people in the rear? Evidently not. To be able to make the calls on what is and isn't immoral to purchase. I hope these same people are banning all payments on gun purchases, on any kind of weapon purchase, on anything, basically. Don't just stop it at, like, what is just, that is ridiculous. That's actually fucking mental. I had no idea that it was like that. That's mad. Hi, Andreas, how you doing? They aren't. Of course they aren't. Why would they do that? Yeah, no, just keep on allowing, like, actually harmful payments, but don't allow people to make a living off of their art. Oh, God. That riles me up. That riles me up. That really does. They consider kid violent and woman violent are bad and should be removed. Like the reason for GTA 5 is because you can beat up a woman. I mean, it's ridiculous. I think it's absolutely fucking ridiculous. Like, we all saw that one game a few weeks ago that actually made it onto Steam. Not just to, like, the Greenlight program or anything, but made it onto Steam, which was all about non-consensual activities. Obviously, it did later get pulled, but... like, what? I can't find the words to really process how I feel about that right now. Because... if it was adult-only games, which is actually quite a difficult rating to obtain, that's like really extreme content. If they were targeting adult-only games and just going for those and being like, no, this is too extreme, we can't have it on our platform, then I could understand it. But there's no kind of like, there's no consistency. And that's the thing that really bothers me with any kind of case that comes up like this, is there isn't any consistency. You're not saying the quiet part out loud in the games and the people, like the developers that you're actually targeting. You're just trying to do this like underhanded movement of removing a platform and removing a career in creativity from people who, an awful lot of the time, if they make games with sensitive themes, it's because it's lived experiences for them. A lot of the time. Especially in like solo development, because they always say if you're going to write, then you should draw on things that you've been through. And it's sexist because why can't we beat up females, but we can beat up males in GTA 5? It's fine, they're going to fix that in GTA 6. Payment processors looking and going, oh no, not the boobies. As I said, smokescreen, want that on a t-shirt now. Honestly, I didn't realize that was the extent of what was going on or why it was happening. I'll be honest, I literally only heard about this an hour ago. So I was like, what do you mean they're taking stuff off Steam? What? But I don't think that credit card companies or payment processors in general have the right to dictate to people what they can and cannot buy. If you're worried about people buying nefarious things, then immediately stop allowing people to buy Bitcoin and crypto and things like that, because it's known to have nefarious roots. It's known, well, first of all, we know that it's got a horrific impact on the planet, but secondly, we know that that is the preferred method of payment for scammers, dealers, people like distributing arms, any kind of payment on the dark web whatsoever. Like these, or I should say the deep web, but if you, if you want to really care about like, oh, we're going to take a stand here, we're taking a moral stance on what people can and cannot buy, then go after the crypto market. Don't go after a few indie developers trying to make a living, or just like a few extra bucks or whatever on itch.io. That is so ridiculous. If it's not harmful content, how is it Visa and MasterCards? How is it their right to tell you what you can and cannot buy? That's fucking ridiculous. Sorry. It's just, it's fucking stupid. Could you imagine? I have booked 3 days off of work in September and I've pre-ordered for 80 quid Silent Hill F. Could you imagine if on the day that they take my payment for that, my credit card issuer turns around and they go, actually, no, we think that's sensitive content. You're not allowed to have that. Fuck you! I've saved up for that. What do you mean? Oh, that boils my blood. That actually boils my blood. Doing good. Just got done celebrating my birthday. That was on Wednesday. Andreas, happy belated birthday. Oh my God, I'm so sorry that I missed that. Sorry, I was like heated then. That got me. Oh, have fun reading Squatch Nation later. It's how movements like this always work. They categorize certain groups as themes or themes as adults, and then they use. It's not even a game being political. They are making a developer's existence political, and that's what they're going after. That's what they're considering an adult's theme. I own the money, so don't give me shit on what I want to spend my money on. Exactly. I own the money by working, so don't give me shit on what I want to spend my money on. 100%. They don't care. They want to push their agenda. That's so out of pocket, though. That is so out of pocket. How authoritarian of a society are we living in if it literally reaches the point where your card and your payment processors are telling you, actually, you're not allowed to spend your wage on that this month? If it's not illegal, what's the problem? If it's not illegal, it's not harming anybody. You just want to play a video game. It might be one of your friends. You might want to support your friend. You might want to give them like 3 quid for the new game that just came out. Visa's literally intervening and going, can't do that. No, can't do that. Can't do that. No. By the group account, Tomb Raider should be banned and God of War. There's a lot of things that you can class as adult themes. There's a lot of things. But I mean, we still have Manhunt. We still have Manhunt and Hatred. Let me just double check and back that up. But like, there is literally... I mean, it's in my library. I've got the game. I remember getting the game when it came out because it was like, I need to check this out because what the fuck? Hatred is still on Steam. If you want to talk about like adult content, like inappropriate content about like, ooh, this might actually be questionable. There is literally a game where you don't do anything other than playing as a mass shooter. There is no plot point. There is nothing to it. You literally just play as an angry person who goes out there and wants to kill as many people as possible. That is the entire objective of the game. Why aren't you going after that? I'm not saying you should go after any of these, but like, if you really want to go after like problematic content, it's right there. It's right there for you. Oh. Is Manhunt on there? I mean, I know that. Yep, Manhunt's on there as well. Postal, is that on Steam? Yep, Postal's on Steam. come on. Manhunt is on there. I don't know about the other one that you said. Hatred. If you've not heard of Hatred, my God. I remember, so it came out 10 years ago, and the controversy around that game at the time was like unreal. Hence why I got it at the time, because I couldn't believe it. Like, I literally could not even. I was like, surely not. Surely there's going to be more to this game. No, there's nothing more to this game. It starts off with an opening scene. The whole game is just in black and white. It starts off with an opening scene of your character just loading up a bunch of guns and going, I just hate society. I hate people. I want to cause as much pain and suffering as humanly possible. And then he just goes out and starts gunning down civilians. And there is nothing more to the game than that. There is no story. There is no progression. It's purely try and kill as many people as you can before the police come and kill you. That's it. And at the time, because it was on Steam Greenlight, and there were so many complaints being like, what the fuck? Like, what? So they temporarily removed it from Steam Greenlight. And then Valve posted an apology, not to the people who were offended. They posted an apology to the dev of Hatred saying, we're sorry that we took your game down. Actually have it back. And then it came back up and it's been on Steam ever since. I assume the title Right Wing Nutjob was unavailable. Oh, God. Oh, yeah. No, it's... BDSM Bunker from Steam. There's a lot of ones like that, though, isn't there? There's like a lot of sex with games. 35 minutes just talking about censorship. But that one's just made me like pissed. That's legitimately made me like, ooh, I'm going on a stance here. I'm going on a rant here because what's a need? Also, if you're an adult, why can't you buy an adult game? They have your details and know if you're an adult. So that's the thing. So like, obviously there's 18 plus games, but then adults only is a different rating. I don't know why. I think maybe it's just like I know it is. It's two different rating boards. So one, obviously, that we know in the UK is like 18 plus, and we don't really have like adults only, I don't believe. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong on this. But then the American, is it ESRB rating system? They have mature, which are your games like Silent Hill, stuff like that. Like ones that you wouldn't allow a kid to buy in a shop. But then you've got adults only, which is like, this is actually pretty extreme content. Like some countries will ban this because it's too extreme, or it needs to be heavily censored before it's even released. Like basically if a game gets an adults only rating, it's dead. Like a lot of places just refuse to stock it. Like they won't touch that with a barge pole. Basically they're just like, oh no, too risky for us. We know that there's not a market for this because you've filtered it down too much. Yeah. NC-17 movies. Yeah, it's kind of like, correct me if I'm wrong, because we also have a different rating system over here, but it's like NC-17 and then R-rated, I think. Sorry if I ruined the mood. I just wanted to make you aware that it wasn't just oh no, we lost the license. Oh no. I'm glad that you told me, because I have feelings about that. Yeah, I don't believe in that. I feel, oh god, yeah. No, that's definitely like, I believe that censorship is okay. Don't cut me off here. Don't cut me off or get this twisted here. I feel like censorship is okay if it's for things like spreading hate speech, you know, deliberately spreading like disinformation, like stuff like that. I think in those cases they actually cause harm. Like having that kind of stuff out there, that directly causes harm. There is somebody at the end of that who will be affected as a result of those words. So I'm okay with like saying, hey, no, we're not going to platform that. I'm okay with those kind of things. But not platforming somebody just because they've created art that you don't like, that has an undertone or a message like creeping in underneath there that, oh, I don't agree with that actually, so therefore I want it removed from the Steam store. What? Nah, it's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Again, like I was just saying, there are bigger problems there. There are much bigger problems. The kind of games that it was describing in that article they're not the ones that I would prioritize. If you are going to censor and start removing games, then I think that one that we saw a couple of weeks ago that did actually end up going to Steam, like it went live and a lot of people bought and downloaded it and played the game before eventually a petition had to be made where they said, hang on, this is direct abuse of women, and this is harmful. This is perpetuating a whole new category of people playing this game that might think it's okay to do those kind of things to women. That's the kind of game where it's like, no, nix that. Like, get that out. That's not what we're trying to perpetuate at all. Those are the kind of games that you should be going after. But there are plenty of those out there that go completely unbothered. Ooh. Kingdom Hearts is on the list too. Don't be fucking ridiculous. Kingdom Hearts! Kingdom Hearts! Who did Goofy offend? What do you mean? Who did Goofy offend? Did Donald quack at the wrong guy? All loops back into entitlement. Absolutely. The idea that you get to decide what everyone else gets to see/enjoy really feels entitled to me. Yeah. Because that is down to personal bias. That's entirely down to, like, personal opinions. Again, if something is... If people are, like, glorifying something illegal, then that's when I think needs to be stepped in. If people are deliberately spreading disinformation, if people are deliberately, like... you know, just doing things that cause direct harm, then I think, okay, we can police that a bit, but not what's been outlined. Mickey got angry that he's become free domain soon. Some of that movement believe Disney is the devil. True. Saw people complaining about a rather tame summer skin for a game. Is this Marvel Rivals by any chance? Are you talking about I love how Zanash had the same thought as me. Talking about Marvel Rivals or another game? Another game. Ooh, which one is it? Disney is the devil, but not for the reasons they think. I just... yeah. It's really sad because I obviously, like, grew up a lot with Disney, especially the parks. The movie's not so much. It's really weird because at work, a load of people are like, oh, Lydia's the Disney girl. She just loves Disney. And I'm like, I actually really don't. Like, this is a big misconception. Like, yeah, I buy a lot of the merch when I go to the parks, but ultimately I am a fan of the rides that I go on. I'm a fan of the theming in there, but I have not seen many Disney movies. The ones that I have seen, like, I grew up in the 90s, so that was, like, peak Disney animation with The Lion King, we had Hercules, you know, we had some bangers in there. Hunchback of Notre Dame, bangers! Pocahontas, bangers! But, yeah, then, I didn't like it when Pixar came along. Sorry. I'm not a fan of 3D animation, generally speaking. Yeah, just not too keen. Not too keen. Can send you a screenshot of the skin. Go for it. Disney rides, banging. Disney films, not watched in years. Exactly. Exactly. Like, I do tend to, like, watch quite a... I tend to watch every other one when it comes out. But like, I mean, Ollie was like, oh, Moana 2's come out, and he loves the original Moana. I didn't really care for it. But he loves Moana, so he watched Moana 2 by himself, and he was like, it's okay. It's all right. And that's just kind of how I feel about pretty much all Disney movies at the minute. Like, again, apart from the ones that I grew up with, the ones that I grew up with and I loved as a kid, I've still got that nostalgia and the love for, but like, I'm really not like a massive Disney girl, which is hilarious because everybody thinks that I'm just obsessed with it, and I'm like, no, I'm actually not. Contrary to popular belief, I'd rather you just stick me on a roller coaster. Is this a game that has a lot of controversy? Oh, is it? Wait, do you mean the psychopathy assessment? Also, hi Glider, how you doing? Hello Lovero, how you doing? Lydia's the Disney girl. Lydia, I am not the droid you're looking for. See, that's the thing as well. Like, when did I first watch Star Wars? I think it was when I got with my first boyfriend. I'm pretty sure he was the first one to ever show me the original trilogy, the sequels. And then I kind of... Oh, no. I watched the prequels with Ollie. And with my... It's only ever been like men that have made me watch it. I saw a couple of the ones as they were being released with my ex as well. Yeah, I've seen the developer getting a lot of hate for how fucked up it can be and glamorizing certain aspects. Wait, is it this or Vile Exhumed by any chance? Because I've actually seen Vile Exhumed, like a playthrough of it, and that looks intense. That's the one where it's like a corn star. She does corn parodies. And she... What the glob are you doing in here? This isn't a J stream. I'm modding here, doing my 9 to 5. Hey, listen. Slash is part of the group chat. Do you know how little that narrows it down? Wait, what's this? Oh, yeah. Accidentally spent almost an hour not playing the game. That's me, regularly. Yeah, I'm gonna play through Psychopathy Assessment today. I'll admit, I've already played through part of this game. I've not played through the full thing, but this was a game that was sent to me by the developer, and so it's actually split into 2 different parts. So the first part is literally we are doing an assessment for whether or not we're a psychopath, and then after that is when we go into first-person gameplay. So the outcome of our tests depends what gameplay we get afterwards. So I believe, let me just have a quick look actually. Oh, also guys, if you want to help me out by any chance, if you do ! YouTube and go to the one that is EarthToLydia, I'm nearly at 200 subscribers over there. We're 6 away. So if anybody does want to help me out, it would mean the absolute world to me if you go over there and drop a sub. I've got a new video coming out tomorrow. Yes, that is tomorrow, Kenneth. Yes, it is this game. Don't read the post the dev made as it spoils the game, but yeah, has been getting a lot of hate for it. Really? It's this game? Oh, interesting. Wait, I've not even seen. Regarding the violence ending and my intentions as developer. Oh, okay, right. Oh, yeah, I've just seen that on the Steam store. Okay, I've not seen that. Interesting. All right, so it says... I'm just going to go off the page that I've been sent. Psychopathy Assessment is a retro VHS 80s analog horror experience that blurs the lines between gaming and reality. You're not just taking a test, you're taking a psychopathy exam, and the results are far more disturbing than a label. Presented through an eerie VHS aesthetic, this experience immerses you in a chillingly nostalgic environment. Answer a series of questions designed to probe your deepest thoughts and impulses. Every choice has consequences, each more unsettling than the last, as the screen flickers and the tape warps under the weight of your decisions. Are you ready to find out if you're truly a psychopath, or will the test itself drive you to madness? The only way to know is press play. Okay, so I actually didn't know that there was any controversy with this game. Again, I've played a bit of it, but I've not played the full thing. So, ooh, I am intrigued by this. But I think there's multiple endings. Oh shit! Oh my god. Okay. Woo wee. How's the volume on this, guys? At the minute, it just sounds like a static, like TV static. If you saw the trailer, you knew what you were getting into, apparently. Now I'm going to watch it on Sunday instead. I probably will, to be fair, as I have a Saturday ritual. Oh, fair. EarthToLydia bopped us on the head. I'm sorry. I apologize. So, Nash, thank you for the sub over on YouTube. I appreciate you. Never been really into Star Wars. I watched Mandalorian when it came out, but it didn't get me as interested in anything else. I kind of... See, that's the thing. I feel like it's one of those things I do want to get into, but then I'm just... Yeah. I think the controversy is like Manhunt's controversy, so basically nothing if you're desensitized to horror. Oh, fair. Fair enough. Once again, I have my AC on, so I hear you, but not the game. Thankfully, there's not too much sound at the minute. It's just like a tape playing, if you're old enough to remember what that sounds like. I love Star Wars. I only watched them last year, but binged. I read that as binged. But binged. Speaking of horror, I just booked my Weapons ticket. I cannot wait to see the fucking movie. It looks insane. Wait, Weapons? Why do I feel like I've heard of that, but I don't know? I'm probably a psychopath. I vibe out to many civilizations and stories. All right, anyway. So, game waiver and agreement. You can scroll through the agreement by clicking and dragging the text up and down with your mouse. Oh my god, here we go. Right, so, one thing I do know, the game uses your webcam. So, I'm going to marker the game from here. Yeah, I've only partially played this, but the parts that I have played, I don't know whether or not it did use a webcam because I was playing on my Steam Deck, which obviously doesn't have one. So I haven't got my makeup on. All right. Anyway, let's go ahead and play. Oh, hang on. This game is loosely based on a Romanian crime event that captivated the nation, while the storyline is inspired by... Fuck! Didn't read in time. Okay, cool. Haven't told everyone and made any updates, but I'm going to let you know that tomorrow or until tomorrow, my dog might pass away. Oh, Lovro! It's been 2 weeks and she's not getting any better. Oh my god, Lovro, I hope you're okay. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh. I am so sorry. That's awful. Are you okay? Oh, that makes me so sad. That makes me really sad. Oh, losing a pet is awful. Every time it's awful. Right now, yeah. If you ever need me, please just reach out, because fucking pet death is the worst. Oh. Because I'm finally eating. Good. Good. You look after yourself. It's from the same director as Barbarian. I loved Barbarian. I really, really did. And what was the other one? Companion? That came out a few months ago now. I think came out in like February or something. Companion's really good too. Highly recommend. Companion was so fun. It really was. It really was. It was like twist from the very beginning. I was like, what? All right, guys. Here is psychopathy assessment. Here is psychopathy assessment. Time for me to...
The examination will now begin. Welcome to the psychopathy assessment.
Okay.
Here at We're conducting this survey to provide you with an insightful evaluation. Please note that all data will be processed through our automated systems to deliver accurate results. Keep in mind that this test is not a medically approved diagnosis.
They've really nailed the
precise assessment. We
skipping
recommend
VHS.
consulting with a psychiatrist. Before we proceed with the main test, we need to perform a personality check to filter and analyze your data effectively. We'll ask you a few questions.
I've done those.
And based on
the
your responses,
16 personalities
you'll be
thing.
assigned a personality type.
Do you believe in God? Oh no, don't base it off of that. Where's that I don't know option? I'm very much like a true agnostic in the sense that I don't feel like we can disprove anything. So, you know, I don't want to die on any kind of hill and be like, yes, I was right. And then obviously, I don't know, because we've not proven anything. I don't. But do I personally believe in a god? I guess not. I don't follow any like particular beliefs. I just vibe. Do you believe in psychic abilities? Psychic. Are we talking like mind reading? Are we talking like communicating with the dead? Are we talking... Oh, God. Please don't use this to determine whether or not I'm a psychopath. My God. Again, I don't think we can disprove anything, so... Prove or disprove. Have you ever encountered someone who seemed purely evil? Yeah, I'm related to one. Me just outing myself there. Anyway, with a whole chest. You're marrying one? No, definitely not. Definitely not. He's an absolute sweetheart, but it's definitely people I would choose not to be related to, put it that way. Okay. Have you ever felt that science and religion contradict each other? Of course they do. Of course they do. They literally denounce one another. So, yes. Do you believe in the power of rituals? You know what? I don't know. I know that feels kind of like maybe counterintuitive to other answers that I've given, but being perfectly honest, again, I don't feel like I can disprove things one way or another. I'm sorry, I'm being so bland. I'm giving such no comment answers here, but enjoy your cookies, Nash. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. I feel like it's nice to have hope and faith in something, but do I think that alone actually influences things? I don't know. Hey, Lightning, how you doing? I was excited for Weapons before, but after seeing people call it an instant classic, I dare say alongside Exorcist Psycho, I cannot wait. If you love Barbarian, like you said, you're going to love the Oh, I'm going to have to give it a go then. Definitely. Rituals and routines, absolutely. I'm autistic, of course. I love my routines. Oh, that's an interesting way of taking it, because I didn't even consider that way. Had a natural ritual, I'd be like, hell no, I'm out of here. Also, hello, A. How you doing, Amelia? It's good to see you. Especially when it comes to when I need to buy a new car air freshener or soap. True. Oh, I'm going to go with I'm not sure. Do you think your fears are influenced by your environment? 100% yes. Absolutely. If anybody was here to listen to me talk about my experience on the Jaws ride, you know exactly why I've got a fear of sharks and have submechanophobia. So yes. Yes. Have you ever felt that time stood still in a moment of fear? Time stood still? Whoa, actually, something just came to mind that was very powerful. Yeah, I was at the terrorist attack in Manchester a few years ago, and I could not tell you how long that entire experience lasted, because yeah, that felt like everything just stopped. So, and that was pure fear. That was like, I genuinely have never felt closer to believing that I'm going to die. So, yeah. In the actual stadium, yep. Yep, I was at the gig, and I genuinely believe that if I hadn't gone with my colleague who joined me at the very last moment, that I would not be here, or I would be a very different person physically to what I am now, because I was adamant the whole time. She only got our tickets like 2 weeks before we went, because she didn't know whether or not she'd be able to go. And the whole time I was like, I'm going to leave during the last song. I hope you're aware. We better leave during that last song. We always leave during the last song because I want to go beat the traffic. And she was like, yeah, sure. Yeah, we'll do that. All the way up until the day. And then the last song started playing and I went, come on, Chloe, let's go. And she went, no, I really want to hear this. And she changed her mind at the very last second. And if she hadn't done that, I would have been in the lobby at the moment that the bomb went off. So... Yasmin, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. How you doing? It was Ariana Grande one, wasn't it? It was, yeah. It was. Holy fuck, I'm so sorry that you had to experience that. Honestly, I mean, it's been, what, 8 years now? It is really weirdly, I can still recite every single thing that happened. I can even, like, visualize the whole thing in my mind. There's things that I saw that night that are permanently imprinted in my brain that I will never, ever forget. Yeah. Her changing her mind must have been divine intervention, I swear. Genuinely. It literally, like, I don't still speak to her, but to this day and for the whole rest of my existence, I will keep on telling people I owe my life to her. Because I do not know what would have happened if she hadn't been there with me. She joined me at the last minute. And do you want to know why she joined me at the last minute? Because the whole reason me and her got talking at work is because we were both working over Christmas once and we were like the only two people in the office and she was playing the Dangerous Woman album on her phone out loud because there was no management to tell her not to. So that was the whole reason I got talking to her, is because we were both like, oh my god, do you like Ariana? I like Ariana! Yeah, sick! So then we found out that she was touring like 6 months later and yeah, we both went. And yeah. I nearly went alone because at that time I was going to so many gigs, and I would go alone. And that was my routine, was I would always go to the gig and then during the last song, always during the last song, and I would look up beforehand what songs they were playing. Always during the last song, I would leave to beat the traffic because I would drive by myself and I would not want to beat the traffic. But I might have even done it on that day as well, but Chloe was driving. She was the one that was driving. So I couldn't even genuinely be like, right, well, I'm going anyway, because she had the keys. So, yeah. Has it been 8 years? Yeah, it was 2017, May the 22nd. It's weird I can remember that, but I can't remember my name. Yeah, no, it's... I literally, me and my mum were talking about this just the other day, and I recounted the entire night in full because my mum was actually telling me about how she had stopped, like she stopped being friends with someone because, and it's somebody that she used to, like, it's a friend that she used to meet up with, a small group of friends, and they used to hang out every single week. And the woman that was running it, like, she got really into conspiracy theories. This was like just coming out of COVID, and she got really, really heavy into the conspiracy theories. And she didn't know anything about me being there. And she went, anyway, the whole Manchester bombing thing, like, nobody here believes that, right? And my mom just like went, what? Like switched instantly and went, what? What are you talking about? And this woman goes, well, nobody actually knows anyone that was there, right? And my mum goes, I do. My daughter was there. Because my mum remembers me like, oh God. Because that night after, sorry, I'm like really sidestepping the game here. Yeah, that night. Does anyone even want to hear the story, or am I rambling? Do you even want to hear what happened, or am I just like, I don't know. Yes, the bombing that happened, sure, yeah. I want to hear it. Okay, right, so. Ariana's just played the last song. I'm going to turn the game down just a bit. Ariana's just played the last song. It was Dangerous Woman. Arena, she leaves the stage. All the lights come up. Everybody's talking. This is an arena that holds 21,000 people. As you can imagine, it's very noisy. Everybody starts getting up from their seats, and then we hear the bang. And when we hear the bang, the arena went silent. Like, completely silent. You could have heard a pin drop. I have never experienced that in that arena before in my entire life. The hundreds of times that I have been there, and I have never heard it that quiet. Everybody's head goes to the exact same stairwell. It's the stairwell directly opposite the lobby, and you could just... We knew that it was coming from there. Everybody's completely silent. And then you just, like a Mexican wave, like you just see people running back up out of the stairwell and running out, and there is just a wave of screams. Everybody starts screaming. I went into complete shock, and I just stopped. I completely stopped because I, like, based off of the sound alone, we didn't know what had just happened. It honestly sounded like a gunshot. It sounded like a shotgun, but like closer. Like maybe in that stairwell somebody had just been shot, that kind of thing. So we're all like, what was that? So I freeze. I immediately am like, what was that? What do we do? What's the best thing to do? Chloe, who's with me, oh my God, she is like a Marine. She instantly goes into, we all need to get out of here. We are not safe. I don't know what that was, but I am taking charge here. And she, while other people, like families with kids and everything, are trying to scramble down to the stairwell that we're at, she goes, no, come with me, runs up to the top deck. And there is a little alcove with an emergency exit. And she starts screaming. She's like, guys, we gotta go, we gotta go. She's taking everybody up. And obviously, because she's there with me, she's like, Lydia, come on. Like, she sees I'm frozen. She, like, grabs me, runs up the stairs with me. She goes straight over to this emergency exit, bursts the door open, and it's just this, like, square concrete stairwell. Now, the thing that I need to kind of, like, put into perspective here as well is that this is right next to the stage. So this is actually, like, people are not meant to be in here. This is, like, not a portion of the arena that would be, you know, replicated in other areas. This is, like, leading to the artists bit. So we, like, Chloe, she's very athletic, always been very sporty. She charges up ahead and she's in front of everyone. And then we're all like running down this square staircase, like a square concrete staircase. And I'm watching Chloe. I can't quite keep up as fast as her, but I'm running down as much as I can. And I notice that at every single floor, there's a double set of doors on the left with some glass panes in them. And Chloe goes up to everyone and looks through and makes sure that nobody's there. And then she's like, right, okay, carries on going, does the same thing on the next floor, does the same thing on the next one. And I watched her do this so many times that I eventually just stopped. And I was like, we don't even know what we're running into. I was like, we don't know if this is a shooter. We don't actually know whether or not we are running directly into danger here. So I was like, we're all dead. We are all dead. Even if it's not just one person, it could be several person. This whole place could be scoped out. And I just stopped completely. Like, I gave up. I completely and utterly gave up in that moment. Chloe turns around, clocks eyes with me, immediately sees what's going on with me. And she's like, Lydia, snap the fuck out of it. Come on. Again, grabs my arm, pulls me down the stairs. I basically go flying and I'm like, right, okay, let's go. We get out at the bottom of the doors where it opens up into the artist and guest parking bit. So you can see the tour buses and everything, and it's behind a gate. And there's one security guard and he goes, hey, what are you all doing here? And then at the exact same time, his colleague gets like a radio, like a message over his radio, and he goes, no, go through, go through, go through. And all of a sudden lets us all through. We start piling out onto the road. And by this point already, there is just the entire street is at a complete standstill. This is in Manchester city centre on one of the most chocker roads you have ever seen on Trinity Way, which is just like rammed at any given moment of the day. It's at a complete standstill because there are 21,000 people in the street. Like, people just walking in the middle of the road. And I'm there walking with Chloe. Again, she's driven us. She parked at her friend's flat, which was a couple of blocks away. So I'm walking alongside her and I'm like, what do you think just happened? We're obviously trying to process everything that's just gone on. And I'm like, what do you think just happened there? Because then things start dawning on me a little bit. And she goes, I don't know. Like, it's obviously, she's, I guess, a little bit in denial. Because she was like, I don't think, surely nothing that bad. And then I went, Chloe, what if that was a bomb? That could have been a shooter, but what if that was a bomb? And she went, no. She went, and then it was like, it was weird. It was like everything around us was scripted, because she goes, no, if that was a bomb, there'd be police about. And then at that exact second, the crowd that we're in parts, and there's a police van right there with like all the riot gear on and everything, just in the middle of the road, immobile, completely stationary, just there. And I just looked at her and it was kind of like, well, there's one right there. And she went, no, because if it was a bomb, it'd have the sirens on. Sure enough, right that second, sirens turn on. And she went, no, because if it was a bomb, there'd be way more than that. And again, at that very second, all of a sudden, all you can hear is all of these sirens from all of these emergency vehicles. There was police engines, there was more squad cars, there was ambulances, everything. They all of a sudden all start coming through in droves, like dozens of them at once. And I'm just looking at her and she looks at me and we're both just like, surely not. Surely that's not just... And then... And this is an image I will never get out of my head for as long as I live. We walked past part of the arena and it's right by where the lobby was. We've kind of like rounded it to where the lobby would be and the nearest entrance to that. And we saw a little girl, maybe like early high school age, like 11, 12, something like that. And she just had the front of her legs blown off. Like, not like amputated, but like the front, like her shins. All of her shins were just like, you could see where her jeans were, and then you could see bone. And we just walked past that in like stunned silence. And we were like, what the fuck has gone on here? And then there was a woman and a little girl that started walking next to us as well. And obviously everybody's trying to talk. And like even my friends at the time were like calling me. And this had been probably like 2 minutes since the bomb had gone off. And my friends were like, because there's no signal inside the arena, but the second that you get outside, my phone was just being bombarded with calls like, are you okay? I've heard something's happened at the gig. And I'm like, how the fuck do you know? I don't even know what's gone on yet. And yeah, we walked past this girl, and then so this mom and her daughter like start walking alongside us, and they were like, did you see all the smoke coming out of that stairwell? Because obviously, like I said, everybody looked at the exact same stairwell. And I was like, no, I don't remember seeing the smoke. But again, like everything was scripted, at that exact same second we're walking over, there's a bridge. So the layout is like, Victoria train station is here, the arena is up here, and there's a bridge that goes over. Like you come out of the arena and then a bridge goes over where the train station is so that you can get to the other side. And we were walking over the bridge, and right as she said about the smoke, you could smell it all coming up from the train station then, because the bomb had gone off here. Like, arena there, train station there, the bomb had gone off in this area. So all of the smoke was just like leaving through, basically over the bridge. And I was like, I can't take any more of this. So again, like, I know that I'm not built for that kind of situation. I do not have any kind of survival skills whatsoever. That highlighted it for me. The fact that, like, Chloe went into full on survival mode and helped all of those people. She saved my fucking life. And I just, like, I was like frozen, complete, like, fight or flight right there. I was like somewhere in the middle. I was like, I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do. So we then started walking across to, like I said, she parked us up at, it was a couple of blocks away at her friend's apartment. On the way over, she'd messaged a friend and been like, I don't know if you know what's going on, but, there's something that's just happened at the arena. Can we please come into yours? We don't feel safe. And her friend was like, yeah, of course you can. So we got over there. We went up to her friend's apartment, and straight away her friend was like, what's going on? Is everything all right? We were like, we don't know. We have no idea what's just happened. So she puts the news on, and the gig ended at like maybe 10:30, I want to say. And we stayed in her apartment until about 2 a.m. just watching things coming through on the news. We could hear the helicopters, like the police helicopters going up overhead. And we were just watching. Like, it went from being just regular news about, like, I don't know, films just come out, it's doing great, box office number, whatever. And then all of a sudden it goes, oh, we hear that we're getting a report from Manchester Arena. There's been an incident. Our reporters are trying to find out what that is. So we just sit there and we're watching and we're waiting and we're like, what has happened? Just, you know, give us something, give us some kind of information. We have no idea what we've just been through, which is the weirdest thing. When you're there, you're literally in it and you have no clue what's just happened. So we were there for hours just watching it all unfold. And then obviously, like, after an hour or so, whatever, they get to, like, terrorist incident. There's been an explosion, and we were like, what the fuck? Like, we knew, deep down we knew, but at the same time, you want to be wrong. You want to be, like, overreacting and over-exaggerating and hoping and praying that couldn't possibly be true. And then we saw it, and we were like, I don't know what to... I really don't know what to do. So, then it got to like 2 a.m. and Chloe was like, do you feel safe enough for me to go drop you off at home? And I went, let's just do it. Like, I don't want to be in here. I don't want to be in the city centre still. Because we were within like spitting distance of the arena still. I was like, I don't want to be here. At the same time, I feel safe because I'm up in a locked apartment, but also in order to get home, we have to get to Chloe's car and we have to get the fuck out of there. So we got downstairs and we're going to her car, and there was a couple of like alleyways around the side, and oh God, our eyes are just darting down every single fucking alleyway. We're like, is there another guy, basically? Is this going to be the only attack, or are there going to be more? Is this like a highly orchestrated thing? Is it one guy that's acted alone, or are there more of them? So we were just panicked, basically, like looking down everywhere. Any person that we saw walking past, we were like, suspicious. Bolted straight to the car, and so we got in a car. She sped away. She absolutely sped away because by this point, thankfully, the roads had all cleared as well. We'd left it long enough. And then I was just shaking the whole way back. Like, Chloe had her hand on my knee, like the whole ride back, because I was just shaking. I was like, I just want to see my parents. I just want to see my parents. So she got me back home. And if you think that she was a warrior before... She dropped me off back home, and then she drove back in so that she could help people out of the arena. Like, I don't know how far she got, but she stayed there till like 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning, just trying to help in any way that she could, in case they needed, like, in case they didn't have enough backup or enough squad cars or whatever. She was like, I want to help people. So she dropped me off because she knew that I was panicking and I was pathetic and useless, basically. And she went straight back up there, put herself back into the scene, and went, I just want to help and try and get people out of there. Because, again, like I said, we had already seen kids hurt. So, yeah, that was in answer to this question. Yes, I have felt that time stood still in a moment of fear. That is, that's time. Oh, God, when you're in like that kind of an environment where you genuinely feel like I am going to die. I am going to die. Yeah, everything just stops. It just completely, like, you don't know how much time has passed. You don't know. Yeah. In short, it's a very, very, very long-winded answer and recounting that I've just given. Yeah. I will never stop saying that Chloe saved my life that night. I definitely cheated death in that situation. Yeah. I remember people abroad and waking up to the news and panicking because you posted about being there. Also sharing posts about people missing, especially a girl I went to school with's older brother who passed there, and a good friend of mine at the time had surgery because shrapnel hit him. Such a horrendous thing to happen. It was, you can't put into words, like, to target an event like that, where you know there are going to be families with young children, where you know there's obviously going to be a lot of the LGBT community. Yeah. Yeah. It's a lot, to say the least. That's like going out of your way to target the most vulnerable people in society. You know there's going to be a good mix of like different ethnicities there. You know there's going to be a good mix of ages. There's going to be very vulnerable people. There's going to be children, and there's also going to be, like, you know, because Ariana was huge in the gay community. So yeah, it was definitely a very thought out thing, I think. And that was a conversation that came up quite a lot in the weeks following that, because we were like, yeah, this was definitely, yeah. Was it found why they, you know, boom? Yeah, it was just a terrorist incident. It was, I believe ISIS claimed it. So yeah, I have quite literally survived an ISIS terrorist attack. But yeah, that is, that was it, basically. Motive is on the Wikipedia article. But hey, if there was one good thing to come out of it, I've got to say that benefit concert that came afterwards, it was scary going back into a place like that. It really was. But the sense of unity that came from it, seeing so many people all clamber together in what was such a unique event. There were so many people who all just came together and was like, it's just pure love. It is nothing but pure love. Yeah, and it was at least did a little bit to start the healing process, I think, because even at the time, it definitely didn't register with me, like, how much that event would affect me, because I guess I was numb for even like months afterwards. I was like, yeah, that is just a thing that happened and I don't feel any different. But it's changed me in a lot of ways now. Like, I'm terrified of flying, I'm terrified of being in crowds. Those are things that will probably never change about me. Did you go to the One Love Manchester concert afterwards? Yeah, that's the one that I'm talking about. It was yeah. I mean, it's one thing seeing it on YouTube and TV and everything like that, but look, when you were physically there was just such an outpouring of love from everyone. And I can't remember whether or not they showed it on TV or the stream that they did, but all of the acts, obviously there was like so many acts that came out, and they did a couple of songs each, but in between all the songs, it was just like they were having a conversation with the crowd, and they were like, "You are such a fucking amazing city. The way that you've all come together, like, I'm so fucking proud of you." And yeah, it was like, you know what? I have never been more proud to be from where I'm from, because instantly, and I think it showed with what Chloe did, but instantly the whole city banded together. God, I'm actually getting quite emotional thinking about it. But yeah. Yeah. That was definitely a time in my life. Yeah, it took me a really, 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 really long time to process what actually happened there, but yeah. It says Ariana donated to many Manchester charities. She did, and she came and like visited people that were injured in the hospitals afterwards and stuff as well. So like even in the lead up to the benefit concert and everything, and then she put the benefit concert together, and that was specifically meant to raise funds for the because they set up a support fund afterwards. It was what was it called? Well, it wasn't the Manchester Crisis Helpline, was it? I can't remember what it was called. But the concert helped to fund that. Everybody who went to the original concert got free tickets, so we went for free. And that was like one of the things that she wanted to do. She was like, I definitely want to make sure that all those people that had such like a horrible night the first time around gets to come and experience love and unity instead. So that's something she upheld. We got free tickets for that, but the people that did pay for tickets, it went towards the Manchester Crisis Fund or whatever it was. And then for weeks afterwards, every single person who attended the original concert, they would call us and basically give us like free therapy over the phone. They were like, how are you holding up? Is everything okay? If you're not okay, do you want us to refer you to anyone? We can get you help. And then obviously over time that went down to every couple of months, and then over time again it would go to just the anniversary of the event, because obviously like people, like if you do have PTSD, then especially anniversaries and stuff like that can really affect you. So yeah, they kept it up for years afterwards. Manchester Crisis Hub, I think it was called. Yeah. It's going to really bother me now. But yeah, they kept on checking in with us for a really, really fucking long time. And obviously that must have, just getting the resources for that must have been a lot. But yeah, they were so good with us afterwards. Yeah. The city came together in such an incredible way. And it really actually went a long way to restoring like my faith in, you know, there are good people out there. There were a lot of good people out there, and even the vigils that they held, like in the days following and everything. And, you know, there were thousands of people that would turn up to the vigils and just, yeah. Luna wants to be outside. I'll be there with her. Sadly, I won't be here, but I'll be lurking. No worries. Thank you so much for the lurk. I appreciate you, love her. Hope she's okay. But yeah, that was a point in my life that happened. Sorry for going on a tangent for a very long time there. Yeah. Have you ever felt that time stood still in a moment of fear? Yeah. Do you think evil acts can be justified under certain circumstances? How evil are we talking here? Are we talking like, I don't know, switching out somebody's peanut butter for Marmite? Like does that count as evil? Like petty revenge, or are we talking like evil? Can be justified under circumstances. I think if you'd using the word evil, though, that's quite strong. So I would say no. Do you think spirituality can coexist with science? I think certain spirituality, yes. There's, again, it's like, I feel like I'm really like analyzing these questions quite a lot. But I mean, if you go in with spirituality in the sense of like paganism, that kind of spiritualism, that draws on like energy and nature around you. So that draws on natural things, which obviously are all scientific. So in a way, yeah, in a way, it depends. I suppose like the belief system can be the same. You can believe in science and everything and then still be a spiritual person. Yes, it has the potential to. Heptad, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate that. Welcome on in. Hope you're having a good day. Hope you're having a good day. Have you ever experienced a life-changing event related to death? I'm sorry. Anybody watching on YouTube is going to get the very watered-down version of this, but I just gave a very long answer as to why I believe yes. So, yes, I have. Have you ever seen a shadow move on its own? I suppose like a candle? But then flames don't really have a shadow, do they? Have you ever seen a shadow move on its own? Depends. If it belongs to the cats, then yes. If you're talking about like just a random static shadow, then no, I've not. Have you ever questioned the reliability of scientific studies? Of course. Of course, who hasn't? Because I mean, yeah, you've got to be critical of everything. You can't just take anything at face value. You know, there are scientific studies out there that are just, you know, oh, I've taken a control group of 4 people and they were all men and we asked them about period pains and this is the outcome of our study. You know, like there are really dumb things out there, really dumb studies out there. So yes, you do have to be critical of scientific studies. You do. You can't just take the first thing that I mean, because think about stuff that we believed back in the medieval ages that we're now like, oh no, that doesn't cure the problem. There's a bunch of reasons to be skeptical and wanting to keep on expanding your knowledge. Do you fear the unknown? Honestly, yeah. Yeah.
Your personality type is 11. ESTJ.
Oh.
The executive description: organized, practical, and assertive. They are natural managers who take charge of situations and ensure stability and efficiency.
Huh.
All right. You'll be undergoing another test of focus and attention. You'll be given a police interview, and you must stay focused and engaged throughout.
Oh, God.
The interview is between
Officer Thompson and Mike Perez.
Press space to pause and unpause the interview. You can't ask someone with ADHD to focus. What do you mean? Mike Perez is at the police station reporting his girlfriend's sudden and mysterious disappearance. Officer Thompson, who's taking his statement, behaves in an unnervingly calm and suspicious manner, hinting that he may know more than he lets on. Interesting. All right, Mr. Perez, let's start from the top. You said your girlfriend's been missing for how long now? It's been 2 days. She didn't come home, didn't call or text. That's not like her at all. 2 days, huh? Thompson leans back in his chair, a slow smirk barely forming on his lips. What do you know? I don't like that. Well, sometimes people just need space, Mike. You sure she didn't just, you know, take a break from things? Frustrated, Mike shakes his head. I mean, usually when people go missing, they say that the first 24 hours are the most crucial, but they also, for some reason, tell you not to report for 24 hours in a lot of cases. So, the fact that it's been 2 days and he's not concerned, he's like got a little bit of a smirk about him. Hi, Frost, how you doing? He's a hedgehog, Shadow the Hedgehog. No, you don't get it. She wouldn't just disappear without saying anything. Something's wrong, I can feel it. I need you guys to help me find her. Of course, we're here to help. He scribbles something lazily on his notepad, not even looking up. Did she ever talk about leaving? Maybe something personal going on you didn't know about? His tone is casual, but there's an unsettling undertone, like he's steering the conversation. No, we were fine. No fights, no problems. This isn't like her at all. He taps his pen on the desk, his eyes narrowing slightly as he studies Mike. People can surprise you, Mike. You think you know someone and then, poof, they're gone. He smirks, but the look in his eyes is cold. Trust me, these things happen more than you think. Mike is getting agitated. Are you even listening to me? This is serious. She's missing. Oh, I'm listening. Very closely. He sounds patronizing. He finally looks up, locking eyes with Mike, his gaze lingering a little too long. You must be pretty worried. Don't know what happened then. You must be pretty worried, huh? I mean, not knowing where she is, what's happened to her. His voice lowers, almost a whisper. Or who might have taken her? Paris freezes, the way Thompson said it sending a chill down his spine. What do you mean by that? Do you know something? His voice shakes, unsure whether Thompson is hinting at something or just messing with him. A slow, deliberate smile spreads across Thompson's face, but it doesn't reach his eyes. Just saying, Mike. People don't just vanish into thin air. Someone always knows something. I have a feeling Thompson knows something. He leans forward slightly, voice smooth, almost mocking. You ever think maybe you just weren't paying enough attention? What are you getting at? Are you suggesting I did something to her? No, relax. Just playing devil's advocate. After all, we're just having a friendly conversation, right? He's so patronizing. You're worried, I get that. But sometimes people go missing for reasons we don't want to see. Talking in circles, man. Do you know where she is or not? We're just trying to figure things out, Mike. Piece by piece. But sometimes the truth, well, it hides in plain sight, doesn't it? Maybe you should be asking yourself what you missed. What the hell are you trying to say? If you know something, you better tell me. Mike, we're here to help you. But be careful where you point your finger. Sometimes the people closest to you aren't who they seem. And sometimes people disappear for a reason. What do you mean by that? His voice trembles, feeling trapped by Thompson's cryptic words. Like I said, Mike, we're just figuring things out. But don't worry, we'll find her, one way or another. You just focus on what's right in front of you. Is that it? Oh. Mike Perez's room later that night. Can you see it? Oh. Oh, I don't like that.
You're a quarter of the way through the test.
A quarter? Okay.
Section, you'll need to distinguish between threats and non-threats and rank their severity level. You're doing an excellent job so far. I'm proud of you.
Threat. I don't know. I mean, it's a stranger. Is that not a threat? Or I'm guessing the game's just gonna go off of very, like, black and white, you know, oh, this is a person, therefore it's not a threat. This is a monster, therefore it is a threat. So, okay, not a threat. Is there not a threat there? But does it want me to... Okay, I'm gonna put that one to like a 4, because I feel like it's judging off that one, but then... Okay, going off of the same logic, she's not a threat. She's just a regular person. Just a regular gal. Very much a threat. I do not trust that man. Okay. Oh. I'm not gonna go to 10 because they've got no eyes or mouth, so maybe they can't harm me, but that feels like an anomaly. Okay, you're normal again. Oh. Oh, that was the thing in his bedroom, right? Yeah, no, we're threat marking that one. Oh, that's the guy from the first thing. Okay, yep, he's a threat. He's a threat after all. What? Hey!
Thanks for the follow.
Luffy, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. I've just noticed that my camera's gone off. Grand. Hold up, let me, there we go. A threat? But it's just nothing. Is nothing meant to be a threat? I'll put it halfway. What? You're the threat? Wait! Do not trust your eyes, they lie for you. The person in the mirror isn't you. Wait, what? Oh. Oh, too bad, you can do better. Threat. Oh, God, that was low.
Congratulations. We have 6 more questions for you to help determine your level of psychopathy.
Oh,
Please
God.
keep in mind that our test is not medically approved. However, the data and percentages are derived from various databases.
Yeah, I just realized the camera died because it was marking me as the threat. It was supposed to be using me. Okay. Would you ever destroy something beautiful just to see it break? No. I actually get really upset when things break. Have you ever felt more alive when breaking the rules? Not really, no. I just sort of get that anxiety. Have you ever prayed for something bad to happen to someone? The petty side of me says yes. Would you manipulate someone's emotions just to see them suffer? No. Hell no. Have you ever fantasized about getting revenge on someone in a brutal way? No. Oh, shoot. Oh, whoa, that's actually high. What? Oh, I'm a psychopath. No. Thank you for completing the psychopathy test. Completed. The data was sent to redacted. You'll receive your documents on your email 2 in 48 hours. Oh. Oh, here we go. What was this shit? This psychopathy test was beyond messed up. My time is wasted. Screw it. Tonight I'm diving back into reality to test out my new hobby. Okay. Ooh. can I leave? I can't leave. Before I leave, I must finish eating. Oh my god, look at the texture warping! Crazy, we love it. Does the camera work now? Let me try. Probably not. Nope, still not. Okay. Chicken bucket. Oh! Okay, I'm eating, and there's a soda on my desk as well, isn't there? So I'm gonna go drink that too. Drinking the soda. My god, the texture warping really is something else. Better than on an empty stomach. I need to start eating healthier. Oh, it's all the rugs. Look at that. Cat! Hello, cat. Little kitten. Okay, why is there just a bookshelf thrown down the stairs? Alright, what do I have in here? More warping rugs. Amazing. I'll check this later. Alright, what's through here? Can't leave now? Oh, is it the front door? Okay. There was another room back here, wasn't there? Yeah. Oh? Wait, huh? Huh? Hey, the shadow's clipping through the toilet. Okay. What am I gonna do? Why is there a trapdoor here? Let's have a look up here. Oh. I'll check this later. Alright. Can I pet the kitty again? No, it's purring though. Alright, holy fuck. I have to go to the toilet urgently. Oh, okay, well good thing I know where that is. Time to poop. Press space to shit. Oh god. What in the South Park? Okay, I have to wipe my ass and wash my hands before I touch anything. In that order? Alright, before I touch anything. Yeah, let's do it in that order. Wash hands and then wipe ass. Wash your ass, old man. Wash your ass, old man. And wipe your ass. Oh, I love doing things out of curiosity like that. Yes, I can do it that way around. I finally feel liberated. But I can't shake this thought. Oh? Why do I always speak alone? Whispers echo around you. You're never alone. We're always here with you. Oh, is this because I'm a psychopath? I'm not losing my mind, alright. Wait, why is there a rug on the wall? That's not art. Whispers surround you. You're perfectly fine. Don't be afraid. Whoa! Leave me alone? What the hell? Please? What in the... Oh my god. Whoa! Alright. Thompson? It's done. No one's asking questions yet. It's the officer! But I've got to know. What exactly are you planning to do with Jane? And that's the girl that went missing. Oh, don't you worry, officer. I've got it all figured out. She's in a nice, quiet place where she won't be running off to Perez anymore. No more late-night meetings behind my back. You always were the jealous type, but this... I didn't think you had it in you. I'm not just going to keep her tied up. That's too easy. She needs to feel what she's done. Oh, so she was cheating? Just make sure this doesn't lead back to us. Paris has been asking around. He's getting suspicious. Oh, I'm not worried about Mike. I'll deal with him soon enough. As for Jane, well, I've got a few games in mind. Let's just say she won't know what's real anymore. By the time I'm done, she'll be begging me to stop, or maybe to finish it. Oh, I don't like where this is going. You're sick, but I respect it. Ew. Just don't drag me into it any deeper than I am, alright? I've covered you this far, but there are limits. You've already crossed those limits, Thompson. Now we're both in this together. You keep covering me and everything stays quiet. Got it? Yeah, I got it. Good. Now I've got to go. Jane's waiting for me, and she's going to learn the hard way that no one betrays me. This night, the game will start. Just be careful. Ooh, okay. I'm tired already. I have to sleep early. This night will be long and fun. Oh, poor cat. You don't deserve to belong to an owner like this. Okay, so sleep. I can't sleep with my computer on. Oh, turn it off then. Psychopathy assessment. The following events contain strong emotional content. Oh. Time 2:49 a.m. Oh. Oh, that's the alarm clock. I thought it was a phone going off again. Okay. Papa! How are you? It's so good to see you. I'm doing well, thanks. How's things been? Oh, I hope you're doing well. Okay. So... I take it now I go to... In fact... Not now? Okay. Do I go through here? Not now. Oh, it's up here, right? This room? Oh my... Oh God. You're awake. Good, I was starting to worry. How are you feeling? Oh wait, you're taped. Give me a second. Oh my God. Oh. Please, what is this? Why are you doing this? Just let me go. I'm sorry. Shh, it's okay. You don't need to be so scared. I didn't bring you here to hurt you. We just need to talk. I mean, something tells me you hurt her already. Talk. You tied me up. This isn't you. I don't understand. It is me, Jane. You just never took the time to see it. I've been nothing but good to you, haven't I? But lately you've been distant, distracted. I'm sorry, I didn't mean for things to get so complicated. Please, just let me go. We can work this out, I promise. Oh, I know. I know you're sorry. But you see, it's not that simple anymore. You made a choice, Jane. You thought you could hide it. Thought I wouldn't notice you sneaking off with Mike. Oh. No, it wasn't like that. We were just... friends? Lovers? It doesn't matter now. You lied, Jane. And lies? Well, they have consequences. Well, Mike did say she was his girlfriend. We've had her here for 2 days. Wait, what? What are you doing? Please. Let's just talk. Like you said, we can fix this. I'll do anything. Just please. Fix? That's an interesting word. You know, I've always been good with my hands. Always liked fixing things, making them better. No. Please, you don't have to do this. I'm begging you. Please, I'll never see him again. Oh, Jane, this isn't about Mike anymore. It's about us. About making things right between us. And I'm going to help you understand what you've done. But beforehand, maybe some good music would ease. Oh, jeez, are you kidding me? The tension. Great Kylie Minogue song. Oh, God. I'm doing okay considering I was in a car crash last week. Tuesday? Car versus me moment and my right leg's shin bone got split into... Oh, my God. And right hand has 13 stitches. Oh, my God, Papa, I hope you're okay. That's awful. Oh my God, that is... Jeez. How bad was, like, your shin bone? Was it a clean break, or... God, that's awful. Oh, I'm so sorry. I hope you heal. Like, well. Yeah, I hope you can heal okay. That's... Oof. Clean break, okay. At least, well... I suppose that's some sort of a blessing that it didn't shatter. My God, that sounds so painful though. Oh, I'm so sorry. Now I have a metal bar and screws on my leg. Oh. Oh, I'm wishing you the best in recovering from that. That sounds awful. So, were you hit by the car then? Or were you in a car? Oh gosh. Oh, I'm so sorry. Hit by a car. Oh, God. Oh, you poor thing. You poor thing. Oh, I hope you're alright. I really do. I was on a crosswalk with a scooter. Yikes. Oh, speedy recovery. Well, I'm glad that you're keeping in good spirits anyway. I hope everything else is okay. If you ever want to reach out and talk, like, by all means, feel free. that sounds rough. Okay. Oh yeah, that's better. Classical music is perfect for this game we'll play. I know maybe we're too old for playing games. Sometimes I feel like a child, even though I'm 30. It makes me feel alive. What in the American Psycho? Hehehehe. What? Where we were at. You see, Jane, you broke something. Something important. And now, I have to fix it. Oh, did she break your heart? Don't worry, I'll be gentle. At first. After all, we wouldn't want to rush things, would we? You should have been more careful with my heart, Jane. Now it's my turn to be careful with you. Oh, God. What? No? Wait, what? No! Are you kidding me? The only option I have is the power drill? I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Oh, God. I wish I could have just, like, Looney Tunes style bonked her over the head and just, you know, made it clean, but... A power drill, Jesus. What the fuck? Oh my God, no, 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 no. What in the Silent Hill Homecoming is this? Oh God, Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh. Oh my God. What the hell? What the hell? Oh my god, I don't... Shh, it's over now. You did so well, Jane. I'm so proud of you. I know it hurts, but pain, it's just part of the process. Oh my god. Like they say, no pain, no gain, right? I didn't want it to be like this, you know? I really didn't. But you left me no choice. I had to show you. I had to make you see what you've done to me. All those nights wondering where you were, who you were with. I couldn't sleep, couldn't think. You made me feel so small, so helpless. And now, well, now you understand, don't you? This is horrific. This is what betrayal feels like. This is what you did to me, but worse. Because your lies, they were like little drills eating away at me bit by bit. You are not a victim. You don't have to be afraid anymore. You've been punished, and I've forgiven you. You killed her! Jane, I'm sorry, my dear. I can't even look at you anymore. I'll have to dispose your body somewhere. Oh my god. Let's check the tool table and see what I can do. Oh no. Just the axe. Oh my... Are you kidding me? Oh my god! Sloppy Joe, I'm not gonna lie. She just jumped out at me. I'll put her parts in the bag. Oh my gosh, what is this game? What is this? "5:15 a.m. Hillswood Forest." Press C to switch cameras? What the? Use WASD to control the car. Oh my... Have I just got... Oh my god, she's just in the back! I must find the perfect place to get rid of her. I was so lucky that the police didn't stop me during this drive. Wait, is it not back that way? I'm gonna go through here, I think. Oh, wait, no, I can't. Oh, no, invisible wall. Okay. Well, ooh, I guess we're off-roading, guys. Put those 4x4 wheels to use. Can't believe it came to this. You really pushed me, didn't you, Jane? I try to be understanding. I really did. You should have known better than to think you could play with my heart and not face the consequences. What the hell is wrong with this guy? You should feel honored, you know. Most people just vanish, but I'm giving you a proper goodbye. It's time for you to rest. No more lies, no more running around, just peace. The audacity to say that this is a proper goodbye. Just driving her into the woods and burying her anywhere. So she can't be found, so her body can't be traced. Good lord. What is up with psychopaths and serial killers with the classical music? For real. Watches American Psycho once. Okay, I think I'm meant to go down here. I don't know whether I'm driving in circles or not. I don't think I am. It seems pretty linear, I guess. Oh, wait. I think. Maybe not. Oh. 5:43 a.m. Graveyard. Finally here, after so long. Let me get the sack and the shovel from the truck. Ooh. Just here? Take items, okay. Great, now let's find a good spot to bury this. Oh. I've chosen the cemetery. Who would suspect that I buried her here next to other dead bodies? Hello? Oh. Oh, there's a spot here. Are there any others, or...? No, just that one. Okay. Oh! Thompson, what the hell are you doing here? Oh, it's him. I could ask you the same thing. I didn't mean this. Do you know what kind of mess you've dragged us into? I had no choice. I had to finish it. She was becoming a liability. I did what I had to do. She was going to ruin everything. You're burying her in the middle of the goddamn forest, for crying out loud. Yeah, there's just a church in the forest. Did you think no one would find out? You promised me, Thompson. You said you'd take care of it. We're in this together, remember? What does Thompson have to do with this? Yeah, I did say that, but you've crossed a line. Oh, I'm fine with torture, just not murder. You can't be serious. After everything I've done for you, all those favors? This isn't about favors anymore. It's about survival. You've become a liability, more than she ever was. You can't do this. You know what happens if I go down. I'll take you with me. I'll tell them everything. Oh, he's just gonna shoot us. And who do you think they're going to believe? Surely he's just gonna kill us. A decorated officer or a psychopath caught burying a body? You've lost, and the sooner you realize that, the better. You bastard, you can't do this to me. We had a deal. The deal's off. You've pushed too far, and now I've got no choice. Deal for what? It's you or me, and I'm not going down because you couldn't keep your head straight.
Last night, authorities arrested a man in connection with the brutal murder of 20-year-old Jane Miller, whose body was discovered in a remote forest. The suspect, Jane's boyfriend, was caught by Officer Thomas Thompson while attempting to bury her.
Thomas Thompson.
Investigators believe the murder was triggered by a confrontation over Jane's affair with another man. Disturbingly, Officer Thompson, who made the arrest, is now under scrutiny for allegedly covering up the suspect's earlier crimes. While he ultimately detained the suspect, an internal investigation is underway regarding Thompson's potential corruption. Jane, a beloved local artist, suffered horrific torture before her death, with a power drill believed to have been used in the attack.
Oh, God.
The suspect is being held without bail, and a trial is expected to follow soon. Our town is left in shock as we mourn Jane's tragic death and await justice.
Courtroom. 11:55 a.m. Okay, so he didn't just kill us. After careful deliberation, it is abundantly clear that your actions were premeditated, brutal, and without any regard for human life. The evidence presented leaves no room for doubt. Your intent was not to only murder Jane Miller, but to inflict unimaginable suffering upon her. You had every opportunity to stop, to seek help, but instead, you chose a path of violence, driven by hatred and jealousy. This court cannot overlook the severity of your crime, nor the danger you pose to society if left unpunished. Your attempts to cover up your heinous acts only further demonstrate your lack of remorse and your disregard for the law. Therefore, it is the decision of the court that you be sentenced to death by electrical chair. Ooh. May this sentence reflect the gravity of your actions and serve as justice for the life you so cruelly took. You'll be transferred to death row, where you will await your execution in accordance with state law. This is the final judgment of this court. May you reflect on your sins in the time that you have left. Oh my gosh. My lawyer just like, Court is adjourned. Yeah, my lawyer's just like, ah, well, did what I could. Is it Thompson doing it as well? Please, you've got the wrong man. I didn't do it. You don't understand. I was set up. Thompson, he knows. He knows the truth. I swear I didn't kill her. I've never hurt anyone in my life. Please, you've got to believe me. This isn't how it's supposed to end. Oh, well, that makes you sound guilty. They're out there. The real killers. Thompson, he's covering it up. Okay. Don't flip that switch. I'm innocent. You're killing an innocent man. What? 3, 2, 1. Lights out. Oh. More texture warping. We love it. Oh my lord.
In a shocking turn of events, justice has been served in the brutal murder of Jane Miller.
Wait.
A case that has rocked our community. The man responsible for her death was finally apprehended.
They killed Mike!
For his heinous crimes. The arrest was made possible thanks to Officer Thomas Thompson.
Oh my god!
While attempting to bury Miller's body late at night.
They did! They killed Mike!
Trial, where the overwhelming evidence
Thompson, it's done, right? Mike's gone?
initial claims of innocence, it became clear that
You better believe it.
rage had driven him to commit the murder. Following revelations of an
Paris
affair
took the
between
chair like a
Miller
real
and another
stiff.
man. During the trial,
Oh my god.
following details of the
You're clear.
suspect's brutal behavior, which left the jury
I still
and
can't
public
believe you
in
pulled it
shock.
off. The whole world thinks he's the killer, and me? I'm free. That's right. Covered every loose end, every bit of dirt. Wow. Yeah, I know. But man, the scare you gave me in the forest? Not funny. I thought you were actually gonna betray me. Cuff me right there. Betray you? Come on. You know I've always got your back. But watching your face when I pulled up, priceless. These two are evil. Yeah, well, for a second there, I thought it was over. You had me thinking you'd turn me in. That wasn't part of the plan. I had to sell it, didn't I? If anyone was watching, they needed to believe I was doing my job. Didn't mean to freak you out too much. You did. Next time, keep the jokes to yourself. Wasn't sure if I'd end up in that chair too. Nah, you're in the clear now, Mike. Oh, you're in the clear now. Mike took the fall, like I said. You're safe. Good. Let's keep it that way. No more close calls. No more surprises. Deal. But remember, you still owe me. I'll call in that favor when I need it. Yeah, I know. What the hell? What has gone on here? Wait, can I get in here now? No, I'll check this later. What about... Can I leave? Can't leave now. Do I just go to bed? Psychopathy assessment. Again by Solo Dev Taba. Thanks for playing. What the hell? Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh wow. Let me just have a quick look at if there's an alternate ending in this. It doesn't look like there's any guides, but I want to have a look at this statement here regarding the violence ending and my intentions as a developer. So this is a statement that was given by the dev. Says, hey everyone, so a few folks have been shocked by the game. That's fair. It's not exactly a cozy walk through our haunted forest with spooky whispers and candles. It's dark, it's brutal, and yeah, you play as the villain. Some players have called me a psycho for making it. Others were disturbed that the bad guy gets away in the end. Let's clear the air. This game is fiction. I'm not the character. I don't own a power drill unless IKEA counts. I'm a solo dev who wanted to make something intentionally messed up because that's what horror is supposed to do. Get under your skin, not tuck you in at night. Even though I find it edgy as well, and it was intentional. You saw the trailer, it didn't lie. No one sold this as a feel-good redemption arc. You knew what you were walking into, and if you didn't, welcome to horror that actually bites. The villain escapes. Yeah, because sometimes in real life, evil slips away. That's true. I didn't make this for people who need moral closure at the end. I made it for people who want to stare into the dark and walk away a little shaken. One more thing, let's separate the art from the artist. You don't know me in real life, and calling me a psycho over a fictional story isn't just unfair, it's also not something anyone wants to hear. I get that the game's disturbing, but that doesn't mean that I am. If it made you uncomfortable, good. If you hated it, fair. Thanks for playing, appreciate it. Okay, I wanted to read that before going into my final thoughts, because I can understand why this game gets criticism. Why it's got the criticism that it has. This is definitely not for everybody, and it's not a very easy one to stomach. Some of the themes in that were quite intense, but being perfectly honest, yeah, this is kind of it's not more extreme than other games that we have seen. It is kind of verging in like Manhunt sort of territory, which also got a lot of criticism when it was released. So I understand it. I understand that there's shock, and with shock comes outrage, but at the same time, it might be a little grotesque. It's not the most grotesque thing I've ever seen in creative media. There are films out there that are, you know, kind of, in fact, a lot of horror movies these days, I would say, make this kind of content look quite tame. Yes, we did kill a girl with a power drill, and it's always a bit more shocking when you have to take on the role of somebody that is doing that to a character rather than just witnessing it in a film. But yeah, it's like Terrifier. Yeah, you're not wrong. Also, the bit with the power drill does remind me. I mean, I am a bit disturbed at the fact that you could, like, one of the options you could use to murder her was her groin. That was a bit gross. I tried to go there with what I thought was going to be the least offensive option, or the least graphic option, I suppose, which was the side. I didn't really want to see what would happen if I used the drill on her head. But again, that is a scene directly out of Silent Hill Homecoming. I know I kind of like made a joke of it at the time, but that was actually a scene that was present in that game and led to the game getting heavily censored in a few countries. So power drill violence is actually something that does cause a lot of controversy. I don't think that making a game like this just inherently makes the dev a bad person. I do think that obviously there was a clear intention to unsettle the audience in this, but it doesn't play out as sort of like, you know, fetishy sort of content, like anything like that. Like, he's not really glamorizing it. Yeah, I can understand that the intention of this game was to be grotesque and to disturb, and I think it succeeded in that. Also, I always appreciate a game which uses your camera to like kind of mess you up. There is a game which I think is quite similar to this on itch.io. I have completely forgotten the name of it, unfortunately, but I think it's a similar sort of name. It's like the psychopath exam or psychopathic it might be psychopath test or something like that. I'm not sure, but there is another very, very similar game, which was just kind of like the first portion, which is a quiz. And then it sort of plays off as if it's malware. So I have actually played a game that's quite similar to this before. And that game you can play for free as well. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, then please make sure to stick around for when I play more games like this. Obviously, this is quite a bit more violent than what I would usually post. Usually, it's a bit more tame. But if you've got any recommendations as well, then please feel free to throw them my way in a comment or whichever. I'm also... oh my god, I've lost my train of thought. Oh, I do just want to take a second to thank the developer for sending me this to review as well. I do appreciate that. And yeah, again, I hope you guys enjoyed. And yeah, I will see you for the next games. So, that was my little outro, guys, because I will be ending stream there for today. I've got a couple more games, actually, that I've been sent by devs, which I'm really excited for. So, like I mentioned earlier, that was one that was sent to me by the developer of that game. So, thank you to them. I've also been sent quite a lot, actually. I've been sent... so, this was quite cool. The dev of a game called The Stare reached out to me directly, and they... Like, it's very, very rare that this happens, but they emailed me directly and they were like, hey, I see that you really like Silent Hill 2. So they've actually, like, taken a second to look at my content and rather than just being like, hey, who makes horror videos? Let's just cast a wide net. But no, they got quite specific and they were like, yeah, we've seen that you played through Silent Hill 2. We've seen the full playthrough on your Twitch. We think that you might like our game. So they've sent me a copy of their game. It's called The Stare. I've also been sent a playtest for a tiny little indie game, which is set in kind of like a post-apocalyptic realm called Misery, which looks really cool. I've got one called Signal Intentions and something a little bit different. I've been sent a game called Devil's Liminal, and it's like a horror visual novel. So if you guys would like to see that, then I'm definitely always up for sharing that. I do have quite a bit more. I've got a fair bit more that I can share with you guys. So yeah, this might be predominantly a weekend of trying to tick off those games for you. So you might see things that are quite a bit different, a little bit like out of the usual. But we're going to be trying out all sorts of things. So yeah, small stream. Yeah, it's a small stream today. Hey Truthless, how you doing? Oh, sorry. I apologize. Well, I mean, if you want to check out, the VOD of this, then it's right there on my YouTube channel. But also, guys, on that note, if you are watching on Twitch right now, I would really, really appreciate it if you don't already. If you would like to go and drop a sub on my YouTube channel, I am only 5 subscribers away from 200. So I'm super stoked with that. I'd love to hit it by the end of the month. That would be amazing. And I've got a video coming out tomorrow. I upload there every single week. So ideally every single Saturday at 7 p.m. I try to get all my videos edited, scheduled for then. And yeah, Dan, getting close. I know, it's so close. Yeah, we're on 195. It's just, so close. But yeah, so I've got a video going live there tomorrow at 7 p.m. and it is a full playthrough of Who's at the Door. So if you missed that the other day, it's a brand new anomaly horror game, and it was honestly phenomenal. So yeah, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. So I've got that one scheduled for tomorrow. But in the meantime, I played through Iron Long, and I genuinely, absolutely shit myself at that game. I have never been so scared of a game before and played it all the way through to completion. Usually I just nope out and go, I can't do that. So yeah, if you want to watch that, that's up on the channel. And then the one before that was the Boba Tea Shop, which was a really fun little horror game, kind of like mix of horror and simulation game, kind of like Kiosk. So if you liked Kiosk, you will like the Boba Tea Shop, I guarantee it. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me today, everybody. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed today's stream. Also, just to let you into a little bit of a secret, I'm going to be rebranding my YouTube channels very soon. So EarthToLydia with the number 2 is going to become my main channel. It'll just be the regular EarthToLydia. I just have to wait a couple of weeks until I can get the URL on that. So yeah. And then my other channel is going to be EarthToLydia DBD. So yeah, just going to be differentiating those a bit better. But yeah, thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciated it. Thank you for listening to me ramble for a lot of this. And I shall see you all tomorrow for more fun. So have a wonderful rest of your Fridays, wherever you may be. And yeah, have a good night, everyone. Bye.